I first heard about it, my mom contacted a place called Rosecrans over in Rockford, Illinois, and I don't think they had any openings, and so they had other facilities that they suggested, and so they suggested either going here or Texas or California. I think they gave me a listing of all the other sovereign facilities, but they chose to send me this one. This is my first treatment program, but I think it's been a very pleasant experience, and like I said, it's what you make of it. I thought it was, I was surprised. It was being from up north, it was a very different environment, seeing trees and everything, the tiki huts. It didn't have everything the consultants promised, but I was very impressed with what they do have here, and it's more what you make of it. They were very nice. It was almost like staying in a hotel, I guess. And the cleaning staff, the maintenance, they were always on top of everything. They always were real good with everything. I've had several different case managers since I've been here. I started out with Tim, and then I had Megan and then Jan, and all of them were excellent. They were always on top of things. They were always there when I came to them. There were even times I never had Shelby as a case manager, but there were times where she was the only one here, and she was more than willing to help me out. And my therapist, I started out with Camille, and she kind of took the tough love approach, but she always had great advice, and I think that was a good start. I was a little hard-headed first coming in here, so I think I needed someone like her. And then eventually I had Jessica before she left, and while I was with her, Jason was interning, and then he became my therapist, and I really kicked off a really good connection with both of them, and they're very helpful. I would have to say I preferred individual sessions, but that's not to say that the group sessions weren't good. It was very insightful hearing other people's stories and other clients here. I've learned just as much from them as I have from the staff. And individual, the reason I kind of lean towards saying I like that more is because I would always open up a little bit more. It was easier to talk one-on-one than in a group setting. And I'd have to say I can't pinpoint a favorite group. I tried to take at least one thing from each group, and 2 or 3 of the things that I really worked on and really jumped in with both feet was the boundaries and the self-esteem and self-efficacy and the validation. And through that, I kind of expanded on it and tried to work on dealing with my anger better and kind of humbling myself more. They have meals. They start out with breakfast at around 7:30 in the morning. Then you got a nice little community meeting where you get to check in with all the other clients at the start of the day, and basically get a rundown on what the events are for the day, whether there's a gym or equine. And then we have about hour-long groups until lunch at noon, and we get a half-hour break. And then from there we have 3 more hour-long groups until about 3:30, and sometimes we get to go to the gym depending on what day it is. And then we have dinner about 5 when we get back from the gym. And then we get a little bit of free time to relax and process what we learned for the day. And then we have either an NA, CA, AA, or EA meeting at night at 7 p.m. I would tell them that it's a really good place to go to. It's, I mean, it doesn't matter where you go, it's what you make of it. It's really not the facility, it's the individual. You got to invest your time and your energy into this program. And if you do that, then any kind of facility will work wonders for you. And I would, just because this is the only one I've been to, I would immediately suggest this one. I know not a lot of people might be willing to fly halfway across the country, but it's definitely worth it. And one of the staff here likes to joke around and say it's the flight that takes the long way around, but it gets you there safe. And I've definitely thought about that several times while I've been here.